You have to kind of decide on the color palette first. And if you're new to designing or you haven't done this for a while, you know, you can always go to the color wheel and say, you know, what complementary colors look well together. Monochromatic always looks nice, but you can do shades. I do something called white on white, where it may be all white arrangement, but I use ivories and creams and more dusky colors to make it have depth in it. That's the best way to start off. I would work with a very small color palette to begin with, not get yourself overwhelmed with the rainbow of colors. But there's so many beautiful shades of pink and lavender. You could start off with different shades from lightest to darkest, or that's a good way to learn how to do blending with colors. But that's an art question. That's your artistry. And you have to decide, you know, what your favorite color palettes are and how to work with them. But, you know, sometimes just painting and drawing, even if you're not that great an artist, just sometimes playing with color combinations will help you decide what looks great. And then you can always go to our My Mayesh polls on our website, because we've got great color combinations there. Kelly has done some beautiful polls. We do polls at our locations. Or have your sales rep help you. Say, this is my color palette. Can you pick out some flowers that will work together for me if you're unfamiliar? Lots of ways. We're here to help you, by the way. So your salesperson is not an order taker. They're your advocate in the flower warehouse. So we are here to help you with choosing color combinations.
Love it.
Yeah, going back to my color theory classes I took, I think a lot of it has to do with highlighting and shadowing. So your darker colors are going to add shadow and depth to your arrangements, whereas your lighter colors are going to pop out and kind of create some higher areas. So I think it's also placement of your flowers and not just having them all at one plane. Having some inserted deeper in than others is going to give you some difference in the tonality of your final product.
Yeah, doing it in and out is good. And try to avoid doing what I call polka dot color combinations, like black and white. Even though we're doing this Halloween theme, I'm going to do mostly all white flowers with a black accent. Or if you do red and white, that's very severe looking. So it only really works for like novelty things, or when you're trying to create a look that's sort of gothy or whatever. But if you do too much harsh color combinations, they're not visually appealing to the eye. Yellow, always remember, is a value color and it shows up really well. Purples and dark colors recede. And so you want to be careful of how you put those two sharp contrasting things together. So that's why doing a palette of those shades works better. Dusky lavenders with gold look better than a bright yellow and a bright purple together, or dark purple together. So
yeah, unless you're a Lakers fan.
Yeah, my design teacher in Seattle had a bunch of cool little sayings, but he used to always talk about, if you want an arrangement to pop, either put white or yellow in it, because that's going to make it stand out more. So
yeah, the eye goes right to those colors. Yeah.
Good.